Yo, what's good, gang? How's everybody out there in the YouTube lands, in the Twitterverses, everywhere out there? How you guys doing today? I know we seen that this Bitcoin pump is looking really juicy. I know a lot of people are getting excited, so I want to just jump in real quick, break down these charts, show you guys a little bit of what's going on, maybe give you a little bit more insight, give you a better chance to most likely stack some sats the right way. Let's get into it. Right now, I'm on a 15-minute chart right now, as you guys can see. You can see that this is looking like a beast. But if we just zoom out, what a lot of people don't do, if we just zoom out, we can basically see that we came down, we swept our lows. This is a micro value area low. This is a micro value area low. We came, we swept our lows, came back. Besides the tweet, we was already looking at placing longs within this area. So tweet comes in, charts always reads the news before we do. So we get the nice little pump up. We're coming up into the point of control right now. There was a lot of liquidity sitting around here, and in a few minutes I'm gonna show you basically what this liquidity is looking like. But let's get into this volume profile real quick. This volume profile, you can see we came, pumped, bam, broke right into this. This is something that you guys want to really be aware of, because this is where the liquidity was at. So we came down here, touched, boom, and got that. So now, realistically, we're trying to see if this move is stable. Markets are closed, so we have to take all of this into consideration. Asian markets will be opening very soon. When these Asian markets do open up, they're going to respond to this. So I'm basically, without even going into the charts and even saying anything into the charts, I'm just basically saying Asian markets have to respond to this. So let's see if we can get any type of headway into where the Asian markets might want to respond to. So we always like to take our stuff back down from the higher time frames, always. We want to understand the bigger picture. If we don't understand the bigger picture, we're usually going to get bit in the ass. And that's something that we just don't want to do. Our VWAP is still curling out. We still see money flow coming out. RSIs are spread apart. Momentum waves are open. This is something that we were seeing yesterday. It's going to get old every single time when I come on this, but this is stuff that needs to be put into your brain so that you can understand, if you're going to make a trade, what you guys are actually looking for. Right? You take it down to the 5-day, we still got this red dot printing. Money flow is coming out, but it's riding this zero line, so we want to watch this very close. It's coming down. If it breaks, have it. If it doesn't break, good. It's going to be good days for everybody. Everybody's going to be happy. Let me remove one of these POCs because it's a little too much for you guys, right? So now we take it back down. This 3-day, still got our momentum waves open. VWAP is pointing down, and money flow is definitely coming down. RSIs are spread apart, and we could potentially be getting ourselves a nice little bullish divergence right here. With that, that's pretty good sign. So let's keep on going down. Let's take it down into the 1-day. We already know the 2-day is a little bloody right now. We got this little curvature coming down. VWAP is coming up, so we can expect anything to happen right now with this little VWAP. RSIs are spread, but if you notice one thing, guys, we still got this open. It's not even a sign of being clipped yet, and this was a pretty big move. We still got a day and 3 hours, so take it with a grain of salt. But there's no immediate sign of it being clipped. We want it to look something like this. If we want it to look like something, we want it to look like this. It's about to be clipped. VWAP is coming to the zero line. It's most likely we got money flow trying to come up. We don't know if we can sustain this. RSIs are not pinched the way that we want them to be pinched, a little bit spread, but most likely we're going to get a pretty decent move just based off of what we're seeing right now if we do not get any rejection from this point of control. As you also see right here, this volume node is completely open. So if we can get back up here and trade, most likely we'll come back into our value area to hit our value area high. But as of right now, I'm just showing you this is gappy, so we want to be careful. These numbers basically don't have too much to stop the price from running up, so we want to be very careful with that, especially for the shorters out there. If you guys are trying to short this, I would basically say if you did not catch it from this range already and you're not in the short, I would stay away until we either get a confirmation around here. It could be a break, retest to see if we go back up, or it could be a break, or not even a break, a bump, and then it goes back down. So right now the odds are not in your favor. I would just sit on my hands. You know, no trade is definitely a good trade, especially when you're not losing money. But just understand that this is just basically a news pump. Now it could be sustained. It could go. It could keep going, and this is what we're gonna keep on digging into the charts to keep on seeing. Let's chop this daily down into a 12-hour real quick. We can see that we're getting these green dots. Now this is what I don't like to see, is that this VWAP is already above the zero line, giving us our green dots. Makes me feel like it's gonna be a little weak. But the bullish news on this is if this can get above the zero line, we can call for a significant move to at least test the point of control. And depending on if he wants to retweet and say something else again, most likely we could take it into another zone. Let's go down. Let's go into the 8 hour. Let's see what's going on with the 8 hour. 8 hours basically telling us that our VWAP is a little bit on the overhyped end, oversold end. So take this with a grain of salt, but also notice that we keep on forming these bullish divergences. This is a very good sign for at least the long term of the trade. Now most of these trades, I'm telling you about these little trades. These trades are based off of long-term trades. We're not sitting here trying to scalp the 5-minute chart and shit. That's just insane. This is where it becomes more of a casino than actually a skill. And don't get it twisted. A lot of people could scalp trade and make a lot of money off of doing these trades off of the 10-second chart and stuff like that. That's just not my style per se. I do like finding out where my value area, lows, highs, everything is at. So basically this will be it. Value area high, value area low. I like to trade within these range. There's a point of control. Price likes to act a little funny around the point of control until we either establish that we're gonna go above it or we're gonna go below it. If we do get above it, price always acts like a magnet to go to the higher side. If we don't, it always usually acts like a magnet to go back to the lower side. So you can anticipate all of that. Now, other tools that I'm using to help me find some of these things is, let me see. Is a liquidation heat map. So basically what you can see with this is that, let me refresh this, let me get some nice fresh data for you. Let me pull this down. Let's give it more data. I don't like, this is for the scalp traders and everything like that. So right now we're seeing that a whole bunch of shorts that opened up their shorts up here are starting to be threatened to be liquidated. Price is climbing up there. We got about 126 million worth of longs, worth of shorts ready to get liquidated. Now, when price gets up here, this acts like buying pressure. So sometimes it can go up and take a little bit more of the liquidity sitting back. But once again, the charts will play out. You have to give the charts time to play out, and you have to be on it in order for you to see what your next opportunity is going to be. So we have a lot of liquidity sitting up here that's willing to be tech. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does pump up to around the $85,000, which if you go back into our charts, right, and you see what's going on, you can see our point of controls around 85,262. So us getting into this area is good. But a lot of people, especially newbies, would say that this is bullish once we get up into the 85 range. Realistically, we're running into a point of resistance. Until we flip this resistance into support, we do not know if we're going to go higher or not. So this is things that newbies got to kind of understand about the traders, because yes, we are bullish, but we're bullish at the right time. So we want to see strength, we want to see confluence, we want to see a whole bunch of things lining up on our indicator. Like at least, let's say, we could say right now, 30-minute money flow. This is something good right here. 30-minute money flow starting to come up into the green, right? I'm not going to pay attention to the VY right now. I'm going to pay attention to the green and everything to make sure that it's coming into the green. And then we got our 4-hour basically giving us bullish divergences. Also, money flow coming into the green. We're probably going to get a pump in the next couple of hours for sure. And if not in not a couple of hours, by tomorrow. But realistically, this is how we're looking at the charts. We're looking at the charts like this. Now, when people say, oh, the next area of zone, if we lose this zone, if we lose the zone that everybody's talking about, which is meaning that we come up to the point of control, we wind up trending back down into the 70 range. This is another long opportunity, aka buy opportunity, for you to try to go back up to the point of control and conquer that in order to go back up into this value area. But now once we get into this value area, there is massive amount of resistance. So just because price starts pumping, people shouldn't get bullish. And also DCAers and stuff like that should be able to DCA in these ranges, aka right here, right here, right here, right here. This is where you want to buy, as opposed to buying all the way down here, because all you're doing is really setting yourself up for failure. Or not really failure, but you know, it all depends on how the person is playing their long game. But right now, you just want to stack as much sats as possible. You want your dollars to go as far as possible. You don't want to buy less sats because you're making bad purchases. So you guys can go ahead and mark out certain things on your chart, like these two areas right here, and say when price gets here, I'm most likely looking to buy. And when price gets here, I'm most likely looking to sell. The point of control is something that you might not want to play with. It's something that you want to probably watch and understand, especially if you guys cannot afford Market Cipher. Now, there is a 20% link in the description for Market Cipher, so you guys can go ahead and try to get that. It is a little bit on the pricey side, but it is well worth it. Market Cipher is one of the best tools I ever had in my life, and it upped my trading game almost 1,000%. And yeah, without it, I feel naked. So I can tell you this much: it's a great tool to invest into, especially if you're trying to get into the trading space. This is something that you really want to get into. Also, I want to let you guys know, just to be on the safe side, is that Arkham and your ETF guys, while this whole entire price has been pumping and everything, these guys have been selling. This is what these guys do. They're in the game for $1. They're not in it for anything else but $1. So you guys need to understand that we are the resistance. If we want Bitcoin to win, if we want everything else to win, then we need to be focused on the goal and understand that these guys have never been our friends and will never ever be our friends. And until we get that through our head right now, always look at these guys as the enemy. Even the ETFs are right now hurdling people into the ETF, no matter who it is, whether it's iBit, BlackRock, MicroStrategy, whoever that is, GameStop. All of these dudes, they understand, especially if there's going to be a recession looming, and you know Trump is talking 90 days, so basically he just kicked the can down another 90 days. So you want to be smart about what's going on in the the economy right now, because it is not, these guys are not in it to stack sats or hodl dreams, or they don't give a fuck about any of that shit. All they care about is the dollar, the almighty dollar, and how many more dollars could they buy. And if they get more into it, they get into the forex and see who can get better yields. And if they get more into it, they get into the bonds and the thing keeps on going. So when you start having these tools and you start seeing what the big players are doing, because I know you guys hear from a lot of traders that always tell you, listen, you got to learn how to swim with the fishes. A lot of this stuff is on chain. A lot of these analytics that I'm pulling up right now is on chain analytics. So when they start moving things, especially when prices is pumping, take also grains of salt. Why did Trump sell Ethereum at a loss yesterday, knowing that he was going to pump the markets? Is that a play? Because this is market manipulation. This is insider trading. This is all illegal what this guy is doing. So was that a cover up? Was it something bigger that we don't know about? I don't know right now. I'm still trying to puzzle pieces together. But at the end of the day, you guys have to stay critical and stay diligent on everything that you do, because these guys ain't our friends. They're not here to save you. They're hurting small businesses. They're hurting everybody around right now. And yeah, it could get better if you survive. And that's what it's always going to be, survival of the fittest. And if you're not fit for this game, then I suggest you get the fuck out, because at the end of the day, you're probably going to get wrecked. And especially when it comes to trading, yes. And you also got to remember, man, this 4-year cycle thing that everybody's talking about. I'm glad that I got you guys on the mic right now with this. I'm glad, because I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. But our first year coming into it was November 12th, and then we had a halving it. A year later, we had our pump. We got about 10,000% in there. The July 16th, we had another halving it. A year later, we got our pump. We went back down, retraced. This all happened within one cycle. Now, fast forward to today, May 20th, we had another halving it. A year later, we pumped. Yep, cool. But all-time high actually came in this halving period, right? Also, at the same time, this period got 3.3%, 3.3 thousand percent returns. This one got 780% returns, right? So this is something that you guys want to pay attention to, because the numbers really make a difference, especially for your long-term game. Remember, their game is to steal your time, and your game is to basically earn it back. So if they're gonna steal your time, make sure that they do it the right way. But don't let them steal 10 years, 15 years of your HODL game plan, because remember, you guys are getting older. And the older you guys get, you might feel young now, you may feel anything, but the older you guys get, you'll wind up in a situation where this money ain't gonna cover you no more, especially if it's not giving you the returns that you were sold on 20, 30 years ago. So back to this, 728% that we get. So far, we got 58% with prices being where it's at right now. I'll probably say we're about 54% of the way. If we do hit our goal of what the halving is supposed to do, we're supposed to be at 180 and being tanked down. Now, as you notice, we're just here, we're just started. So you could take this as two things. You could take this as, okay, 180's in the card still, or you could take this as right now, because of this pumping at this range, that our cycles are starting to be extended now. And if they are being extended, we have to be very careful, because the metrics of what we were using in the past to measure everything will be kind of off. So just pay attention. Even right now, what are you up? If you bought the top of 2020, let's just say you were one of those brand new investors, you bought the top of 2020, you're up 25%, right? 25% in damn near 1,500 days. So you'll be up damn near 25% in 1,500 days. You held Bitcoin for 1,500 days and had a 25% return. So Bitcoin doesn't give you this return. And mind you, there is a lot of liquidity at this $120,000 range. So even if we come up here to come down here to form this chart right here, not coming all the way down here, please don't take everything freaking literal. but there's volume here that would suggest that we could stop at around $27,000. Not saying that this 27 is in the cards, anything like that. I'm just saying there's people who just place money and said, I'm gonna forget about it, set it and forget it, and the money's just waiting there to get bought up at $27,000. Maybe they know something, maybe they don't. But either way, these are all things that you guys want to just be fully aware of, especially these numbers. I'm gonna break this down a little bit better. Like I said, I'm getting used to this YouTubing thing, but I appreciate all you guys, and I'm gonna get up out of here. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Please be careful out there trading. Remember, China's gonna wake up, and they're gonna have to basically send a response. And yeah, welcome to the tariff wars, and welcome to the trade wars, because this is going to, prolong 90 days. This is just gonna get even more uglier, and it kind of looks a little suspect on our part. So God bless everybody, man. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's your boy Prolific Jointz. Holla at me. See ya.